Welcome everybody. Today we'll take a deep dive into the NIST 800-171 requirement 3.1.1, the first of 110 requirements. This is a foundational element of CMMC Level 2 for all U.S. Department of Defense contractors who must secure controlled and classified information, also known as CUI. You'll come away with an understanding of the requirement, the assessment considerations, evidence gathering, and the shared responsibility model with Microsoft GCC or GCC High. And we'll learn how to build the system security plan entries to satisfy your CMMC assessor. Okay. By the end of this session, you'll be confident about what it takes to pass 3.1.1 in a Microsoft Cloud environment. We'll use plain language and practical examples to help you translate requirement text into policies and controls. CMMC Level 2 compliance is no longer optional for DoD supply chain partners. These requirements are defined by NIST 800-171, and every practice, such as 3.1.1, is individually assessed. Here's the requirement. In short, only the right people, the right processes, including service accounts and automation, and the right devices should ever be able to access your CUI or the systems that handle it. And if you can't prove this, you're not compliant. And we'll talk about how those authorized people are identified and documented. Insider threats and misconfigured systems are among the biggest sources of CUI leaks. This requirement's the first defense. By restricting and documenting users, devices, and processes, you'll also ensure all access can be traced and investigated later. When using Microsoft GCC or Azure Government, your organization partners essentially with Microsoft. Microsoft provides the compliant infrastructure, but you are still responsible for correctly managing accounts, access to those accounts, and device onboarding. This is the core of the shared responsibility model. As you can see here, Microsoft's compliance covers the back end, physical security, patching, hypervisors. Your organization is responsible for all the access controls within the cloud service. You decide who gets an account, what device can connect, and which roles your users get. Those are the authorized roles. The principle of least privilege is not just a best practice, it's embedded throughout the CMMC and the NIST guidance. In Azure GCC, this means using RBAC roles or role-based access control, review assignments, and ensure that admin rights are required and documented. Microsoft GCC and Azure Government provide a robust suite of tools. Entra ID controls your user directory. MFA or multi-factor authentication secures logins. RBAC or role-based access control limits your permissions. Conditional access refines login policies. Intune restricts device access. And Azure Defender provides oversight and alerts, while Sentinel provides threat detection, analysis, and automated incident response. Let's boil it down. If a user, laptop, or background device, script, or service is operating in your CUI environment, you must know exactly who and what it is, and it must be formally approved first. You must have a written access control policy spelling out how new devices or accounts are added, approved, and eventually offboarded. This should not be ad hoc or word of mouth. It must be documented and periodically reviewed. Your IT team should be able to produce a report of all users authorized to access any given system. Each account should trace back to a specific department, supervisor, or HR record. Automated jobs like backups, updates, or apps that run in the background need their own accounts, but these must be tracked with real human owners. Unauthorized or generic service accounts should be eliminated. Only company-owned, registered, and compliance-checked devices make it to your protected network. Intune can automate this, blocking anything that's not registered, up to date, or approved. Lay out exactly how an account or device gets onboarded, who approves it, who checks for duplicate or improper roles, how fast are accounts disabled when someone leaves or a device is lost. These steps must be written and followed. Every account starts with a documented request. Supervisor sign-off is required, and only after that does IT create an account. All such actions are logged and reviewed every quarter. If someone wants a new device on the CUI network, the request is captured via help desk ticket. IT verifies it meets standards, and the necessary manager signs off. Only then does the device get on the network. Your assessor or even a client may ask for evidence of compliance. This evidence list is naturally built as you implement the SSP or System Security Plan, but it's these records and procedures that should be controlled as well. For example, active system accounts are documented with a list of approved users. Authorized devices and systems are documented within the CUI are documented within the CUI enclave, are listed, and it's a good practice to document out-of-scope inventory in the same way. Your onboarding and offboarding policies and procedures will produce records like access authorization records, notifications of records of recently transferred, separated, or terminated employees, and a list of conditions for group and role membership. I hope you now feel more confident about your journey and requirement 3.1.1. Thank you.